Hello to you and welcome to Adelante Chicago. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Gracias. Thank you for joining us today. We begin with an issue that has plagued Chicago for decades. With its access to transportation, our large population, the city is considered a hub for human trafficking. Oftentimes it's impacting our Black and Latino communities. So the question becomes, how do you minimize that problem? One organization that works to address it is the Chicago Dream Center. And here to explain and break down what's being done on a city, on a state level is Jada Phillips. She's the outreach director of New Life Farm program, and also with her, David Marrero, who is the pastor at New Life Covenant. Welcome to both of you. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so let's begin with what this program does, because the Dream Center sort of oversees lots of different projects, and this being one of them. So I'll let you talk about it first.
Yeah, so the Dream Center is now a non-for-profit. We came from a church ministry, serving the poor, feeding the homeless, opening up shelter for them. It's expanded throughout the years. What happened with the farm in specific was that the commander of the 14th district came to us at that time stating about a high prostitution happening in our community, human trafficking that was taking place. With that, there was a great responsibility, and what we decided to do was help ladies be restored. When we talk about a farm, it is a literal farm that's 3.5 hours away from Chicago in Cambridge, Illinois, that we were able to purchase. We were able to raise money. We were able to staff that farm. And now what we do is that we go into the neighborhoods and we reach these ladies, giving them opportunities to go and be restored at this farm. So there's a program for a year, and then we bring them back into society so they can go ahead and continue to live out their life to the fullest.
All right, and let's bring Jada into the conversation, because you've been through this farm program. You're also an outreach coordinator. So talk about what that's like for a woman that may be going in there for, I don't know if it's a week or a month or a year. You kind of give us the rundown.
Yeah, for sure. So a little over 4 years ago, I was rescued from human trafficking by the Chicago Dream Center, and I did go into our New Life for Women farm program. And what the program looks like, it's a 9-month to 12-month long residential program where you get to live there and learn how to heal through the trauma that you've been through. It's a safe environment. And then when you get towards the end of the program, we work on a re-entry process for you, whether that's transitioning back to your hometown or maybe relocating. And for me, that was coming back to Chicago and becoming a part of the Dream Center, to where now I get to go out and share the same message and hope that I was given to other women who might be being trafficked.
And what is the success rate when a woman goes into this program where you are able to, for lack of a better word, rehabilitate her and help her sort of transition back into everyday life? How successful are you?
Yeah, so it looks a little different for each person. Like maybe they have a family they'd like to go back to, or wanting to restart with a new job. Throughout the 20 plus years that we've been open, we've been able to help over 750 women.
Wow.
Go, yeah, so changing their life and choosing a new path. And so yeah, it just looks different for everyone. And
well, for you, it was obviously effective, yeah.
Yeah, definitely effective. What a lot of the women need is a change of environment to get up out of the city, new surrounding, and that's really been successful for them.
Okay. I brought up early on that it seems to impact our Black and Latino communities oftentimes, and you said that you went to your district and said, hey, we need to do something about it. Are you noticing that that's still an issue where Black and Latino communities are really struggling with this?
Oh, there is definitely still a need that was there. Recently just sat in a meeting where there is strategy plans that are happening with certain police districts in how to combat what is taking place. Jada, she's out there every other weekend, and she sees the needs firsthand. Talking to different women, coming across pimps. This is happening in our community, in our neighborhood. So the need is there, and we're a part trying to help and give these ladies some hope. And this is what we're doing as we go out there. The ministry that she serves in, she gives out roses to women, letting them know they're valuable, letting them know they're beautiful. And there are women that are out there just because they're trying to raise money for college tuition. Drug addiction is there, it's real. So there's many different reasons on why the women are there. So the need is definitely there when you go out there and you see it during the day and more in the evening time.
It's definitely sad, and I mentioned Chicago being a hub because of all of these reasons. Transportation hub, we have a large population, we have communities that are obviously in need. As you approach some of these women, what are some of the difficulties in getting them to join the program or want that help?
Yeah, some of the difficulties are maybe they're just needing to earn money so they can take care of their family. A lot of them have young children that they're trying to provide for. Or a lot of them, maybe it's generational, that they've been doing this for so long that it's hard for them to picture their life in a different way. So it's very helpful when we can take women such as myself or others who have gone through the program to kind of give them a visual of hope and how they can change their lives.
Okay. I want to talk about the Dream Center as a whole. Obviously, this being one of many programs and many resources that you offer. We also talk about affordable housing and the importance of that. What kind of work do you do when it comes to that issue?
Yeah, well, specifically with affordable housing, we do have some properties where we've helped single parents, where we've helped individuals to be able to go into a place, if it's for 1 year, if it's for 2 years, to be able to get them on their feet and carry on. So we have tried in different areas and different avenues to be able to bring some support in that capacity. So that is one space of it. The other space of it is networking with other communities, networking with other, with the city to be able to give them the support that they need. And coming alongside of them as well.
Yeah, and we're looking at some of the pictures here that were distributed or given to us by your organization. So here you see some of your outreach folks talking to individuals who may need the help, whether you're homeless or you're a woman in distress who needs the help. So it's amazing work that you've been doing for years now. If somebody's watching and they want your help in whatever capacity, what should they do? How do they reach out to you?
Yes, definitely going to our website or also calling our hotline number that's there on our website. They can call us for resources going from housing to food pantry to recovery, or maybe they just need someone to talk to process things.
Yeah, sometimes it's just knowing that you have somebody walking alongside you and helping you along the way. You've got a dinner in November, so for Thanksgiving, and I know that that's one event that you really want to promote, so I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, well, the dinners that we do this every year, and we've changed it up every year. We've taken the dinners to them in their location and where they are at. We also have opened up our doors where we bring them into our church. We have a full service that is out. We'll spread a beautiful table. And we really, in the way that I like to say it, is that we like to treat them as the kings and queens that they are. So bringing dignity back, let them know that they're loved, let them know that we care for them. And this is what's going to be happening here just in a few months.
Okay, sounds good. Well, good luck on the event and so many of your programs that you've got in place. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
All right.